infantry, you weaklings! Listen carefully. Fight till you die. It's better than getting killed while you stand here and tremble. You can go fight, you big jerk! Oh! You bet your butts I'll fight. After all, I'm a real noble. Unlike you wannabe royals, I'm not a coward.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. I am usually doing a gaming stream right now, but as you can see, I was kicked out of my gaming stream and I was forced to talk anime. Now, the reason why is I don't really have any games I want to play. Uh, Across the Obelisk, I've played maybe like 100 and something hours already, and I don't want to play it anymore. Octopath Traveler Zero, I could play some more of it. I do like playing that game. I'm just like not in the mood. But I did want to talk a little bit of like some anime. Um, I guess my Rumble did not connect. That sucks. Um, so whatever. We'll close that out. But I should also be live on X. Um, Maybe, I don't know. Let me see. I look like I'm live on X. Test. Let's see. Can I see it? Can I see the chat? Yeah, I can see the chat. Look. Um, do I have this set up? I don't think I have this set up the way that I had it before. I had to like make a new one, and I think the new one changed all the stuff that I did have set up the other day when I was playing with this, but I did decide to go with this one, uh, just because I definitely like it better than. Wait, hold on. Is this the right one? When my dog is literally crying by the door. Yes, this dog in the picture is literally crying by the door. Um, which style did I use? Okay, hold on. Let me go. Let me go get the little crybaby. All right, hold on, crybaby. All right, come on in, crybaby. All right, the little crybaby needed to come in. Huh? Huh, crybaby? Okay, so the little crybaby is now here. Um, okay, so that's that. But there was a way earlier that I wouldn't have this like completely, like it would cut out the sides. I don't know why it's not doing that, but whatever. That can be fixed later. I don't know why this isn't like everything I picked before, but that's fine. I'll have to figure out why it does that, and if I need to change it every stream, and if that's the case, I'll just figure out a way to reuse the same one over and over again. But it does say there are multiple people here, so thank you for being here. My dog needed to cry, so I came to his rescue. Now he's just laying down here, different. So the reason why I wanted to talk, if you look at the thumbnail, it shows four kicked out of your party genres. One is where add this. Okay. So this one is out now. So let me see. Why is this not doing it the way I want it to do? Okay. So this one is out now. This is Jack of all trades. Um, so this one is Jack of all trades. Let's see, can I pull this up to where it's no? Why can't I get this to do what I want? So this one right here is Jack of all trades, and Jack of all trades is a brand new anime that came out. He got kicked from the heroes party because he's not a strong enough enchanter. But according to the strongest enchanter in their realm, that he's like faster than she is. She may be like overall stronger, but he's faster at uh, creating the enchantments. So he he becomes a swordsman after getting kicked out of the party. So he's like, "Yeah, I was a swordsman before. I got I had to do this because I'm good enough to do everything. So the dude goes in and uh how do I say this? The dude goes into the dungeon and starts training as a swordsman. You learn all the timings of like the enchanter spells and all this and what the enchanter needs to do. And we have a whole bunch of stuff going on in this world where he is trying to now basically clear the dungeon all by himself. He wants to if he's a jack of all trades, then he can try to be the strongest ever and go by himself. Now, uh Selma, I believe, is so it's Selma and Sophia. Sophia is the little sister that he ends up saving in the dungeon. And what am I doing on here on a Friday, Marcel? I'm always live on a Friday usually. I'm just usually playing video games. So if you read, it says I was banished from my video game stream to talk about anime. So I just watched a new one and I kinda want to talk about it in like in relationship to this new one. And I want to talk like Crimson brought up in his video about this one, like another one, so I kind of want to a little bit compare these ones to this because I feel like even though this one isn't really how do I say this? This one really isn't. It's pretty generic, but it has potential with him training like newer adventurers to be so much different, and it has potential to be good. But who knows if it will actually be good. Um, with the first couple of episodes, I like this one. Also went into a little of the manga because I wanted to know how it continues. You know, I 100% get that. Like I've been doing that with some other ones, so I kind of want to like why like okay maybe this way's better, but like I feel like even when I'm watching the stream on my other side that this isn't as big as I want. So that's one of the problems with changing to this new studio. And there's supposed to be a way to get my comments up here, but I can't figure it out anymore. So I'm still trying to figure out how this new one works, even though we spent a lot of time practicing. So I did want to also talk about my video that I'm working on for Harakuna receives because we're doing the volleyball one next, and I wanted to talk about that a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out how how I'm going to want to do these, and I kind of want to give like an upgrade or not an upgrade, an update on how that is going. But but we'll see how that goes. And for some reason, I can't get these to. No matter what I do, I can't get this to go where I want it. But I do have clips still. Like now I have clips I can do the Lucy one, right? So I can do clips now. So I think I'm going to change to this one just because it seems to like work a little better. And I do have people on X, so thank you for watching over on X. The beach volleyball one. I mean for fan service, it is it is good, right? For fan services is good. I am not um I c- I really can't get into it for like the sports part. And that's like I have all these notes on it and I'm just like, man, this is like the most basic bitch sports anime that I like hopefully it gets more intense later on, but I'm they're in the middle of a match and I really don't give a shit. Because it hasn't done anything to really like make me interested. Right now it's like, oh, the people they're playing, she's upset because she's short. and volleyball is for tall people. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I have I already have my thoughts on the ending, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the other one. There, how do I? There's a way to get it to where my chat shows, and I know that's possible because I've seen someone else do it. And I might have to like text Culture and be like, "Hey, Culture, how do I get my comments to show up on the side?" I didn't watch it for the sports, nor Keijo. Yeah, I know, but I'm doing a sports series, so I am watching it for the sports. Um, I'm going to have to throw in some or like some dude sports. So I think I'll do the rugby one next that was suggested. And the reason why is I almost feel like the girl ones are just made for fan service rather than what you actually want. Like, I think it already assumes that like everything there is to know about beach volleyball, even though you have a character in the show who like knows jack shit about beach volleyball. So I gotta go. But so back to Jack of all trades. So one thing I really like is that he is now teaching the three on the top. Can we see my mouse? Yeah, okay. So we can see so he's teaching Charlotte, Logan, and Sophia. Uh everybody says that, but see the whole thing is that is way too many episodes for my series. I can't watch all those episodes in less than 2 weeks and put together a video. And then if it's really long seasons, I don't want to stop in the middle of it. And then if I keep doing multiple episodes on it, that ruins the point of the thing. So like all the later ones are going to go later, and everybody keeps saying I gotta watch it, right? Yeah, I know, but then I'd have to I'm not going to stop watching it, which means I'd have to do multiple episodes, or means on top of watching that, then I have to go to watching another one and then like just drop it and not have all the information I need for the video. So that's why I said like the long one, like Ace of the Diamond. I could do one on Ace of the Diamond because I've watched it like 3 or 4 times. Um, but I can't do it on one I haven't watched, and I can't get the series done in 2 weeks unless I quit my job, and I can't quit my job. Um, there's got to be a way to get my chat to show up on the side of the thing because I know someone else has done it before, but I don't. I'm still. I switched over. I figured this would be better because I get more stuff. I can get like more of this working, but I don't know why it won't let me have the chat on the side like I want because there's a way to pull the chat, but I don't know how to do it. Um, which stinks because that's what I want. I would love to have the chat up. Um, Okay, so back to Jack of all trades, right? The cool thing is, he's training these three basically as a request from her. You also have some good interactions with the other characters from the what was it called, the Bunny Guild or something Bunny Guild or something Rabbit Guild, Snow Rabbit maybe, I don't know. Um, and it's kind of Sky Rabbit. I don't know, but it's like the interactions between them are pretty good. Um, they're like, I don't know why you got kicked out. Like to me, you look strong. Like so Logan was questioning everything, and now he's at the end. Apparently, people were complaining about that, but that's probably the best part of the episode because he's like, I doubted him, and I'm actually seeing all this stuff, and he's doing it like as like little helping things, like not even yeah, Rabbit on the Silver Moon or something. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to a lot of it. Like if it was dubbed, I would like. Here's my problem with subs: is I focus so much on reading that I miss so much shit that like if I'm not rewatching it, I can't remember like some important things like names. I have trouble remembering names because I'm always reading, you know? And I'll be like, oh, which character has that name? So so this one, it has potential to be really good, right? And so far he's not getting revenge. Like he's not like he didn't enter this like guild to just be like, yeah, I'm just going to be better and everybody's going to like gobble my balls, right? So far it's different. So I like that. But there's one called let me remove this for now while I go search up uh, s- uh, the one that I just watched. So I was struggling to do you want to go outside, Dougie? All right. Let the dog back outside. I think oh, nope, he wants to come over. Okay. So um this one, the strongest tanks labyrinth rings. Okay. A tank with a rare 9,999 resistance skill got kicked out of the hero's party. Right? I did not see this really small writing when I talked about this one. Now, I did ask um I did ask everybody, I think Monday or when I was with was it Monday or when I was live by myself again, like testing stuff out. I did ask, has anybody seen this one? Because this seemed interesting to me. And this is another kicked out of the party. Next episode comes a great character. We saw her at the end of the first of the episode for a second. Oh, okay, yeah, I saw another character, but I didn't know who she was or anything about her. So that could be fun. Okay, so this one, the strongest tanks labyrinth raid. I watched it. It said it had a dub, but the dub is in like Korean or something. So it's like, cool. Thanks for having a dub. But I guess maybe it's from a manhwa a rather than a what's it called? Uh, yeah, I hold on. It's not okay. Yeah, I saw that one. I didn't think it was that good. Had some weird moments. Okay, so what I like about this one, here, let the dog out. Hi, Duffy. So yes, I will admit this one has some weird moments, but this one also feel like we've watched probably 15 of these in the last less than the last year, right? In like the last year alone, we probably had a whole bunch of them, right? But this one, what I like about this one is he pretty much makes up with his old party. So he's with four of the six of his old party. Even the hero who kicked him out because he didn't understand how any of his shit worked, like apologized by episode 4. So like that whole thing is solved by 4. But I like how he goes back to his town and he basically helps out the town. Um, he he goes and does his goal. Like his whole goal is to like cure his sister, and he does that, and then the old members work. I think it's hilarious how the twins have to make out in order to fuse. I think that's hilarious. They have some character growth, right? Um, he might actually settle down uh, after they defeat Creed, right? So we'll see what happens if it ever gets like a season 2 or if we go into the manga. All right, hold on. So what? So I see that you wrote something over on YouTube, but it takes a while to pull up here for me to get it, and that's why I'm trying to get the thing to where the chat like just shows up on my stream rather than me having to go to it. But I'll figure out how to do that eventually. I will admit it had potential, but the whole thing with the dungeon development could have been done better. Okay, so I I've been playing a lot of silly games that are kind of like that, where like you have to go get points and like do it. So they didn't they didn't really focus on that because they wanted to focus more on the rating of it. So that one, I think that part was cool, but I do agree that it needed some work. Okay, I gotta untangle my headset. Um, so that definitely could have been done better. Um, the problem is they like added it as a feature into the game, and then they're just like, oh yeah, the animals love him now, and they're going to go fight. And he's got like gotcha pulls, and you're like, oh, gotchas, perfect. But like the sister slowly getting better, the demons deciding to join forces after like they meet him. Um, him losing control and becoming a demon was kind of cool, and then Neen, Nin, I don't know how to say her name. Neen just smacks the shit out of him with like a magic slap, and kind of gets him back. So this one, I've watched so many, and this one actually felt different because he went back to his home. He became in charge of one of the labyrinths, which I wish they did a little bit more of that, right? Um, he does what he set out to do in curing his sister, and then he saved like a whole bunch of homunculi, right? So it was much different than the others, and I'll kind of write my review here because there's not anything. I would say it's probably a 74. That sounds about right. Was there any graphic language? None. I didn't read any in the subtitles. It was very light, if any. Okay. How much violence? I'll say a bit more. Uh, there's a good amount of fighting and blood when they get messed up. Um, is there any nudity or sexual? Not really. Um, not really. There might be a little a little fan service, but not really. Uh, none. Is this family friendly? Very. You can watch this with kids and family and not be um, judged. Entertainment value, a bit more. It was pretty entertaining. Uh, entertaining. It could have done a lot more to make it better. However, the fights uh, were good. Okay, let's see. What do I think about this anime? Uh, this anime had a lot of potential. Uh, it feels different than most of the kicked out of my party genre, which has been overdone by so much. I think there was like 20 animes alone last year that was kicked out of my party. Um, Oh, you know what? Notorious Talker was kicked out of my party too, right? And then he sold those motherfuckers into slavery. That one is probably the one of the best kicked out of the parties. Okay, right? Alone last year, that was kicked out of my party. When it comes to this one, however, he doesn't go after revenge. He doesn't really join a new party. His party members basically come back. You hated the MC of Notorious Talker? Dude, Noel was boss, dude. He's like, fuck you, bitch. I'm selling you into slavery. Pretend to like me so you can live. Fuck you. Um, joins his new party, basically comes back where it is 4 of the original 6 in his new party. Goes back home and doesn't really deal with the bullshit of all the betrayals like the others. I don't know if I spelled betrayals right, but whatever. It was good enough to enjoy it, but most people would pass on it if they have watched too many kicked out of my party genre. Since they beat the dead horse, dead horse, okay? Yeah, no. What he did was just overkill like that. Then again, I love Overlord, but Ainz is not petty. He's just looking out for his people. Dude, Ainz has like no idea what the fuck he's doing. Most of the time it's Demiurge. Since they beat the dead horse is dead horse. Okay, publish. I am not a robot. Publish. Okay. So that's my review on that. I will post this to the breakdown. Breakdown. Watch this. Watch this. Okay. All right. So let me remove that for now. So it's back to me. I know. Ainz is kind of dumb though. Where Noel knew exactly what he was doing, knew like all his skills, trained throughout his thing because he is a weaker class. So like there's a whole bunch of stuff that he did that for me was just like I really enjoyed that. And I honestly I can't tell you another character in that show besides the main character. There was like that assassin girl with the big boobs, but I don't remember her name or anything. To me, she's just another girl with big boobs. Um, she. All right. So, uh, on my thing, I have another one. I have this one. So I have this one on here as well on the thumbnail. Banished from the hero's party, I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside. Now, there is a manga for the girl. Why is this not okay? I have a manga, or there's a manga for the girl and a manga for him. Now, the anime is his story, but um, the manga about her story, which is like their same things, like the same events sometime happen, is actually better than his. Right? This one, he doesn't care about revenge. You know, he's got a sister who's obsessed with him, who is the hero, right? Uh, she was the only thing that made me stop for a moment before I dropped it. There you go. Um, now he's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go back to my old town. I'm going to, or like to a town. He's living in the town. Um, man, it's been a while since I got here, right? And this has 2 seasons, I believe. Uh, was this the original Banished from the Heroes Party? Um, so he gets banished, right? And instead of going for revenge, he's like, you know what? I'll just go into the town. He helps out the town. His sister is the hero, and then he has to help her out sometimes. But he's just like, yeah, I'm not a member of the party. I'm just kind of helping out. Um, and it's just like it's kind of like a cute slice of life, you know. It became popular with this one, so maybe this one is what fucked everything, right? But I know culturally, like Japan always feel like, because of how they work and everything, they feel like underappreciated and stuff. So this genre is like their stuff. So if they like all these bad ones, whatever. But this one, it feels so different from all the other ones because he starts his own, or like he's basically living in the town. Does he become like an apothecary or something in this one? I forgot exactly what he does. Um, but it's just, yeah, season 2 has most annoying villain though. Oh yeah, so it has two. What does this one person say? This is A Money Wilson. Okay, this is an excellent anime. An older brother gets tossed out of the party of adventurers. Legitimately had to reach his peak. He was convinced he was not to help his older sister, who is the hero, with a fantasy world blessing of a hero. He finds himself in a small town becoming an apothecary. Yep, see? So he became an apothecary, and then his old girlfriend comes back, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So, so he became an apothecary. That was right. So he just basically he's like, I'm living out my life. I don't care. So, um, if Jack of all trades does something like that, where he falls into this teacher role that he's now found himself in, and he doesn't try to go back to the party. He doesn't really join another party, but when he's not patrolling the dungeons, trying to do it all by himself, that if he continues with the teaching, I think that has way more potential to be something like this one, where when you're watching it, it's just fun to enjoy. It's kind of like it's like a uh, it's kind of like a slice of life romance kind of thing. Um, so the genre itself has been beaten to death now, but as long as you can find a way to make it different, um, this one's well animated. Now, um, I have 13 videos, I believe, um, on this next one that I'm going to pull up. Now, this one is probably my favorite in the genre. Um, talked about. Do you want me to talk about Roll Over and Die? I can do that. Um, yeah, I'll talk about that in a little bit. But this one is probably my favorite in the genre, right? Why? Well, Dennis gets kicked out of his party. You have Katie, who's like, uh, I don't care if you're kicked out of the party. I want you. And she's like, I will go against my own party to help you. Now, everybody that eats at his restaurant, that is in the Outcast restaurant, which ends up being the party at the end. Atelier, Dennis, um, what is her name? Um, what is her name? Um, what is her name? Oh my goodness, I can't remember her name. Henrietta. And name is Henrietta. And then what is you wanted to see more cooking it from this one? Yeah, that like it did like when it did do the cooking scenes, it was really good, right? Vabel? What is his name? My anime list. Outcast Restaurant. What is the guy's name? And then there's Bachel, right? So all of these people are kind of like outcast and kicked out of their party. And that's what I really like about it. This one, instead of just one person being kicked out of their party, it's a whole bunch of them. And they come together basically around his cooking. What is his name? Vivia. That's right. Um, and they all basically come together around his cooking, um, and they do and it how they do it is it makes it like one of my favorites because you have all these characters that are like I know someone is like I don't like Henrietta, right? Because she doesn't have enough character development. But you do see that she has character development in how she changes her armor, right? How she's no longer afraid to be a girl in a party, right? So you have all these changes. She has like character growth, but it's more it's more visual than spoken, right? You have to pay attention to the character to see the growth, right? Uh in the dungeon and the girl helps him out. The girl is a ghost. It is a ghost spirit. So that's a really good one too. He goes and that helps him grow as a character because I think they visit the grave twice. Once at the end and then I think later at the end of the season, I think he's talking at the grave again, if I remember right. Um, so this one actually does like a great job. It's my favorite in the genre because it's not like it's so different from all the other ones. Dennis is okay. Dennis is really strong, right? Dennis is a level 99 until like the end, right? Uh, Dennis was level 99. So everybody knew Dennis was a fucking powerhouse. Now, when Virgo or whatever, Virgio or whatever the fuck his name um, was like, I'm kicked out of the party. You could tell in all the other party members' names when Dennis stood out and like had his fucking cooking utensils out, like on their faces, like shit was about to go down. Because no one besides what's his name who wanted to kick out Dennis so he could try to get Katie, because that's all that dude wanted. He's like a fucking psychopath, right? Um, so he just wanted Katie as like his own, but Katie was more into Dennis because of his cooking, so he kicks him out of the party, right? We've actually seen that in a couple of them. Um, uh, I think that's actually did that happen in Jack of all trades too? No, no, that happened in Roll Over and Die, right? That happened. Yeah, what did I fucking call him in my video? The fucking uh the piece of shit puppy kicker or something like fucking kill he killed the dog, man. Like I was like, we need to fucking kill this dude, right? So uh so yeah, I really loved this one. This was like a great one the um for the genre because it was so different. Uh the outcasts actually come together. They all have character growth throughout the show. Dennis finally hits his goal of why he left in the first place. Like, you have so many people that get behind this guy just because of his cooking and who he is as a person. So I thought it was a great change to the genre. I made a video saying it's the best in the genre. I will take it over Countryside anytime or the Labyrinth one that I just went. Now, Marcel, you said I should bring up Roll Over and Die. Now, Roll Over and Die is brutal. Okay, apparently this is like a Yuri. I don't care. This dude right here, fucking what is his name again? Dickface. Uh, he has Like everybody has this name for the bad guy. What the fuck is his name? Is it um I don't know. Fuck it. True, but the second episode. Yeah, well, I really don't like I don't give a fuck if it's Yuri, right? Whatever. Um Dead Man Walking is his name, right? So this chick, she's she has a reversal power, right? So she gets kicked out because no one's fucking smart enough to even do any research or try to figure out how her fucking thing works. Something called reversal, you don't think it fucking changes how something works? Like it just goes to show you that they're fucking idiots. But but the uh but the stupid fucking sage that's in blue here, right? For some reason, if I move off it, you can't see my cursor. So the dude in the blue, he's yeah, the dude in the blue. Let me see if I can see it on the other side as well, because I can see it on here, but I can't see it on my YouTube. So can you not see the cursor when I'm moving it? Um, Okay, so this dude, yeah, okay, you can see it. So this dude, the sage, is fucking complaining about everything, and the other guys were like, "Well, Flum did all of that, so it's your fault." So like everybody in the party is like, "I fucking hate you, dude." They're all like, "I fucking hate you." Um, so they're basically telling this guy they fucking hate him because they kicked her out of the party. So like they're all like, hold on, let me I'll be right back. My my other dog is eating a bone at the door, so keeps hitting the door with the bone. Um, so they're all like, "Yo, fuck you, bitch!" Right? To this dude, to the dude in the blue up here at the top. Um, so then we'll end up seeing more, but like the fact that they like Crimson said this too, like it's fucking retarded that they put her in this position and no one fucking figured out what her fucking skills do. And then she fucking picks up a fucking cursed item, gets like super strong, and then just fucks shit up. Wonder if we'll see her taking revenge on that guy, or maybe even the whole party when they find out. I think they honestly they already fucking hate him. So like now I haven't read the manga, I haven't read the light novels. Like I'm just like strictly anime on this. And if if the whole party turns on him and they fucking kill him when they find out that he fucking lied, that she said she went away, and they fucking sent her to be a fucking slave, I wouldn't be surprised if they fucking kill him, right? Because they're all supposedly chosen by like God to fucking slay whoever they need to do. I don't know who this purple dude is, right? Who knows who the purple dude is? But like, these are the members of the party. This is her new little maid who might be her lesbian because they're holding hands, whatever. Um, uh, but it's so brutal. That second episode was like they were all like "fuck you." Then they went to kill a werewolf. So now we get to see what she's going to do to these adventurers that set her up, right? Because I wouldn't be surprised if they kill her or she kills some of them with the cursed sword, because that one guy started talking shit, like you lied. She just kind of pulls out the cursed sword and kind of hits the fucking chair under him or something, or hits him in the fucking leg, and he just kind of falls over. It's like a legendary weapon, like so. There's so many scummy people in this show that if they just fucking kill them all, I give zero shits, right? There is like most of the like okay, so the hero party right now after episode 2 where they were like, "Listen, you fucking bitch. Fuck you, you stupid sage." I would be Oh, is the purple guy the adventurer? Is the purple guy the A rank adventurer who's like a super? No, maybe that's the A rank adventurer that's been like doing all that fucked up shit. Uh, uh, yeah, maybe, but no, but that actually, now that I'm looking at it, that looks like that A rank adventurer who's like tried to set them up to die and all this shit. So the church will also come. Yeah, but if they find out it's like one of the heroes and be like, oh, well, you're one of the divine chosen. So, okay, why do you have a slave thing? Oh, they sold me into slavery because he wanted my bitch or whatever, you know. So, uh, so we'll see there. I'm gonna pull up my watch list of right now. So that's just basically what I wanted to say about the genre because, like, we have Unaware Atelier Meister. Fucking hate that show. Um, it's getting a season 2. I am not watching it. Like, if someone wants me to watch that shit, they better give me $500 in cash, not super chats, in fucking cash. You know, I don't. I want nothing to do with that show. Um, I fucking despise it. Um, Oh, dude, it's fucking dog shit. I fucking hate it. The fact that he's over 1,000 years old and he's that fucking stupid and that doesn't understand anything, like that makes it so much worse. It is so much worse. Like it's fucking dog shit. All right. So there's that one. There's the healer in the shadows, which is funny enough that and the waifus are good enough that I will continue to watch it, but for the season 2, but it's not good, right? If it gets rid of the first episode, it goes from a 5 to a 6, right? Um, if you then we have the what's the other one that's like kicked out of the party that just recently happened? Scooped up by an S rank adventurer, other than the fucking teacher or the one who taught him sucks. Um, yeah, it was not good, but it was funny and the waifus were good, right? So like I could see people watching it. I'm going to watch another fucking season of it when it comes out, you know. When they do the season 2. Did I wait, maybe my list will help me if I even put it on here. Let's see. Um no, I think I dropped all the ones that were kicked out of my party. Oh, I guess Unlimited Gotcha was kind of uh, a kicked out of my party because they all tried to fucking kill him. But he wasn't really kicked out of his party as much as they only used him so they can fucking murder him to find out if he's a what's it called. Um, but there were so many others that I don't have on here anymore because I was just like, yo, I'm out. I want nothing to do with this shit. Um, I mean the storytelling for the healer one was bad, right? You had some fun characters, you had some fun moments, but like overall, it's just not a good anime. Um, you have some fun characters, some are just fucking annoying. Uh, but let me go to my watch list for right now. Underground Healer, yeah, yeah, Underground Healer. Um, so my dog is barking to come in again. This third episode, um, was good enough for me to do another episode, but this is probably getting dropped. I had like 30 something on here. Most of them are dropped. These three, I will eventually get to Medalist. They said it starts on the 25th, so I'll probably finish watching it by that. The first episode was dog shit, but the second episode annoyed me more than the first one. Just because this Kunon is fucking annoying as shit. I like his little girlfriend and his maid, but there's already a better maid in this season that looks somewhat similar to her, and that's in this one. You can't tell me those two maids don't look similar, and this is the better maid. Okay, yeah. Yes, the first episode, like I said, if the first episode of Underground Healer went away, it would be a better anime, right? If they just got rid of that first episode. So, like, if you tell someone to just start at episode 2, like I would get it. But it's not. It has a lot of problems with how it tells the story. So, like, look at the girls, right? So this one has green eyes. I think that's the only difference. Drew also read the manga of that one a bit. It was pretty fun so far. So, of the easygoing territory defense or reading the manga for Underground Healer? So Dragon Hatchling, apparently it's for kids, right? I fucking love the manga, okay? And apparently, this anime isn't much different from the manga because the manga happens to, or the anime happens to have like scenes that look like they're drawn from the manga, and that's it. They didn't animate it well enough. This one, it's so weird that she was a succubus, but she's actually still a little kid. And even when she becomes like the succubus form, she's still a little kid. So she's still. It does kind of look like a Digimon. But like, I'm glad now that I've like another episode came out that she's not really. She still stays the same. So like the one a big problem is always like changing when you change like a little kid to an adult. Yeah, yeah. He's just trolling some of the other women because he likes reactions, right? So I'm glad he's still taking like kind of like a father figure role to her, and rather than we're going to hook up, you know. All right, so they were saying this is a boy love, or what's his name was. It's not. It really isn't. It's just dudes working together. Um, uh, yeah, yeah. Well, that's because succubuses are sweaty people. Okay. Um, Apparently, Crimson said "Scum of the Brave" and "Sentenced to Be a Hero" are from the same author. So they literally put two of the same authors stuff in the same season, which is kind of weird. But I do think Scum of the like honestly, if Scum of the Brave had like an hour first episode, I wonder if it would be better. Because as I'm watching this, um, and I'm watching this, I might actually be more interested in what happens here um, than I am here. And we'll see. We'll see if I like episode 2 as much as I liked episode 1. I feel like this is going well, it's from the same author. So like they're very similar. Um I like them both. Like right this one was just like a setup episode, so that's why it's so low. But I think after episode 2, depending on how it is, I might move it up here. So I moved Jujutsu Kaisen down. Uh, third episode was a major downgrade in terms of animation. There's a third episode? I've only seen two. Fuck Jujutsu Kaisen. This episode was literally them just talking for 20 or it was 23 minutes of exposition. So I moved it down. This one, there was a cute girl in the hero's party. I'm really liking this. Um, I hope she smacks the shit out of the hero. Um, like everybody is like simping over this girl, and I think this is the better girl from the hero's party. And I like happiness a lot. And the what's the name of the second one then? Right, the first one was an hour long. Yeah. Well, that's also probably why the first one had better animation. Um, what is the name of the what is the name of the maid that's like super scary? What's her name again? Is it uh Sarah? No. What is I don't remember. Um but she's probably the funniest character. She just fucking grabs him and fucking launches him out of the house. He was like Jazz and fucking the maid was the maid was Uncle Phil. So just fucking watching him out. She is the better looking one, IMO, but the hero is simping so hard for the priest girl. Dude, the hero is the 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 dude with the girly voices. Um fucking everybody is. But I do like the mom. Uh I do like the mom. The mom is like, you may have my daughter, right? like this one, the most adorable fucking show ever. They're just like singing songs and yeah, 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 yeah. Her and like the succubus that like can't seduce anybody, and they're like, "Thank you, master, for teaching me pranks. May I have the mom, dude? I would be okay with that. I will let you have the mom. I will take the maid that everyone's afraid of. You know, like uh, so I think I had a bunch of shows that were supposed to come out on Friday. I dropped them all. Um, this one is setting up stuff very nicely. Um, it's very slow so far. This character, as a 5-year-old, is freaking adorable. It's like, I'm just going to kick your butt. Can we play Knights some more? Right? This girl, she wasn't at the testing thing, so we probably meet her at the academy when they turn 12. So we'll probably get a time skip coming here in a little bit. This is the axe boy that makes fun of him all the time, so it's good to see the kids from the village are staying together. Uh, I like a lot of the demon girl is pretty funny. Big sis Jiha or Jihi, Big sis Jihi and what is it? Big sis Jihi and whatever the succubus girl's name is. Those are funny. I like how the Demon King's dad is just like, oh, she's so cute. I love her. It's my daughter. He's like, I cannot invade anymore. I must help my daughter become evil. Uh, uh, yeah, yeah. They did explain why, right? Uh, and like, if you noticed, Alan kind of picked it up too, because he was like, from the Count family, but you can't do that, right? Because he knows the rules of the game. So there's all this stuff that going to yeah, I didn't like how they made the little girl fight him. And when he fucking hit her into the wall and he's just like she just activates the skill and then fucking whoops his ass. I thought she was going to accidentally behead him. And I was going to be like, that's crazy. This show's probably getting dropped. Uh, it's not really interesting. We'll see. Yeah, I know. I'm the same way. I didn't like them throwing her into the wall. Um, everybody's fucking gushing over this one. The show's so fucking colorful. I can't fucking stand it. Um, and I'm starting to think more and more that this guy is gay. He wants to be in a rom com, but I'm pretty sure he's gay. Uh, otherwise, he'd be able to tell that those two girls were giving him a lap dance, trying to rub their butts on his junk. You know, uh, I lowered this one down. I have lowered this one down. Um, this girl, what's her name? Vicky, maybe. What's her name? Does it say her name? Uh, Zoe. Sorry, Zoe. I don't know why I thought Vicky. Zoe is probably one of the best girls this season, which is might be why I like it. Have we met this girl yet? I don't think so. Um, but he's fucking overpowered as shit. I do like the family dynamic with his brothers though, but he's just like he hasn't done anything to earn anything. He's just like, oh yeah, I'm super strong. So who knows? I'll probably drop that one. Yeah, he's too much of an edgelord to take himself too serious. Who's the edgelord? Alan or Noble? Fuck, what's his name? What's the noble's name? Noah. Okay, but the one I'm liking, territory defense had like another setup episode, but I don't know if I got enough from this episode to understand how his power works. Um, yeah, okay. Yeah, he's if he fucking dies, I'd be okay with that. like, like he's kind of a piece of shit, even though he's trying to be like good to everybody. And I can't find this show anywhere. I'll have to go start searching. Right, this is Fist of the North Star, but it's like about a henchman. Let me remove it from my list because I'm not going to fucking watch it. Um, and then this one apparently is only on the high seas. So I haven't I haven't tried to watch it. Oh, the Fist of the North Star isn't worth it. I don't. I'm probably good. Let me fucking drop this one too. All right. Could barely make it through the first episode, and it was only 4 minutes long. Oh, the henchman one. It's only 4 minutes long. Damn. Um, I want more episodes of this. This is a villainous one. Um, uh, now this one. It's kind of like. See, I never read this like that. It's a mystery. I really like that it's taking like the mystery road for the villainous because you don't really see that, right? Where Muffler Tape's like crying that it's going to be another revenge story. It's like they're literally working on trying to solve her death, right? And then now we know that there was another one who was murdered, right? Like they said, oh, she wouldn't take her life; she was murdered. So now, like, I wonder if what was that guy's name? R- Ro- Randolph. Yeah, Rudolph. Right. So, oh, he's also in sentence. So Randolph is like suspicious of Constance now, right? Uh, So I'm super excited to get more of that, right? I did not expect that, and then this one is just super cute. Fucking love it. Every Monday. Um, I okay. So this season, I feel like is one I would rather binge than wait week for week, right? Um, than the first season, right? The first season had you like hooked instantly, and then this one is just like, all right, now we're doing the pop stuff. We'll give the card, and they're like, oh yeah, now you have to talk to your sister if you want to talk to us. Holy Grail Air so far is one of the best ones this season. Yes, it is so good. And then fucking Muffler Tape is just fucking crying about it. Like I don't get it. I don't. And then fucking Crimson's probably going to bitch about it because it's a villainous story. Oh, why is it the same as every villainous story? Um, which I should be on tomorrow with Crimson. I gotta actually message him and tell him that I'm good to go tomorrow. Change to Sunday. Okay. All right. So, uh, well, Crimson is gay. It is what it is. Poor Crimson. Um, Chain Soldiers. Uh, Nay got to take over, and he's like, all I need is head pats. Where like in episode one, she had to like lick him. Like, then the girls are just like sneaking into his room, and he's like getting licked over there. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know why I'm drawn to this dumpster fire anime instead of watching it the good one. Uh, I'll add Evenche this review by saying I didn't finish it, which is a harsh criticism in itself. Uh, no, man, this one's fucking good. Um, where are we going with this one? So I think I think what's going on is he's trying to save his sister, right? The girls are trying to fucking save the people from the Matos or whatever. Um, and then you have the evil people trying, like, I don't know. I think it's really just a show to show off like hot chicks fighting. Um, they have like an overall plot, but I think it's more like all of them are trying to romance the dude rather than actually. Uh, they're focusing more on the harem than the story that they set up and the world they set up. Um, we'll see. Honestly, we'll see after how I like this episode. I think this is a Sunday. So if I don't like episode 2, this will probably get dropped down like down here. If this episode is good, this will probably move up because one, it is a villainous anime, so I love the villainous genre, right? Tojima, if it redeems himself after that stupid episode last week that I fucking hated, uh, that Crimson Glazed, this will probably go back in like the top 7, probably go somewhere right here. Um, but I don't like it more than any of these. Um, Sentence to a Hero, depending on next week's. Like this week, I was like, eh. But we'll talk about that on Monday. Um, but this one might start moving down. This will probably move up. Free Rin. is finally actually on or in the list, right? Because it it looked amazing, and we continue the story, right? Fern is mad at Stark again, but they made up, and it's mainly because Stark finally told her a little bit how he feels rather than anything. So there's like a whole bunch of cool shit here. Probably dropping, right? Because I don't really care too much about this one. I'll probably drop it. Possibly dropping. Week by week. I will probably finish this one. Right? I will probably finish this one. I want to see more of this one, right? Dragon Hatchling, I'm obviously going to watch through the whole thing because I've read the manga. Scum of the Brave. Scum of the Brave, I think, will take like a big jump for me on this next episode because I really liked the first one, but it was just like really just setting up the stuff that like I don't really know. So I'm really hoping that it jumps up. Now, I am probably going to get out of here pretty soon. But yeah, dude, I can't wait for another episode. Like, just give me more. Why do I have to wait? Can we just drop the whole season and I'll watch it every day? You know, I want more. Actually, let me do this. Let me do that. I'm doing it. This episode wasn't good enough to stop this from advancing. Okay. Yeah, but I think I'm going to end it there. You know, we have. I'll have to figure out how to get the chat to show up underneath me. You know, because I kind of watched someone do it today, and I don't know why it's not doing it for me. So we're going to end it with Goblin Slayer and see if I can end my broadcast while it is going off. Otherwise, I have to figure out a different way to end this. So thank you guys for being here, especially you, Marcel, who seems to be one who always shows up when I am chatting and not when I am playing games. So I appreciate that because usually when I am playing games, I am more involved in the chat, which is funny because I'm literally pulling the chat up here. But like when I'm playing games and while like talking a whole bunch of crazy shit. So let's go ahead and end it with Goblin Slayer. And I will see you guys all Monday for the breakdown. And then tomorrow I'm going to be playing some video games. So we'll play some video games. All right. Later, guys. Bye. Wait, it's not doing it. How does this fucking work? Please go.
Like hell we're gonna believe that. A goblin lord? My ass. You're just a damn goblin. Just a disgusting little goblin.